Eastern PA Weather 30 meteorologist Bobby Martich here with your outlook for July 20th, 2017. For your Thursday, very hot, very humid today. Not much different from what you saw yesterday, maybe a few degrees warmer, actually, especially down here in the I-95 corridor. We have temperatures in the mid to upper 90s today. And with the humidity, it's going to be absolutely ridiculous. But here is an area of low pressure off to the north that is going to miss us. It's going to head off in this direction like this. Does have a very weak cold front associated with it that will be moving through late tonight and early tomorrow morning. This is not going to do anything with the temperatures. Might lower it a couple degrees at most, but I mean, if you're talking about mid-90s, instead of being 96 in Philadelphia, it might be 94. Whoop-de-doo. All right, but once you get to the biggest difference is going to be the humidity. It's still going to be on the high side, but not ridiculously high like it will be today. So it's going to lower a little bit. So instead of dew points in the mid-70s, mid-upper 70s, you're talking about dew points that are going to be, mid-upper 60s. It's going to still be sticky. That's not comfortable, but it's still lower than what it will be today. So if you are outdoors today for any length of time, make sure you're hydrated and you try to seek shade or air conditioning as much as possible. It's just going to be one of those days that it's just going to be horrible to be outdoors for any length of time. This cold front again will move through overnight. And here's what we're looking at. Nothing as far as precipitation is concerned, except for maybe across northeastern PA, just an isolated thunderstorm up there. But then that moves through. This is a dry cold front, so it just moves through, and the only thing it does is lower the humidity a little bit, but it's still going to be sticky behind it, so not too much of a help. So before I do that, let's get to the temperatures today, and here's what we're looking at. Lower to middle 90s up here in the central areas, probably going to be in the upper 80s to near 90 up north, and then down here in the I-95 corridor, we got a couple 96, 97 degree readings. This model showing Philadelphia at 95. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we actually forecast 96 for here, but, well, whatever. It doesn't really matter. Once you get up into the Newark area up here by New York City, also in the lower to middle 90s. So very, very hot, and, of course, with those with that heat around it, or the humidity around it, obviously going to feel even hotter with heat indices in the 100 to 105 degree range easily in a lot of these places. But once we get into Friday, here's when that front comes through. Well, it doesn't really do much of the temperatures. Again, it's at least 90 here from Harrisburg to Allentown to Newark, and Mary is south of there, still in the lower to middle 90s, so it doesn't really do much. And as a matter of fact, once you get down below where the front is, the front's going to sag off to the south and stall. Areas down in D.C. here might get close to 100, but I think Philadelphia is probably going to cap them at 94. But again, the humidity's going to be a little bit lower, but still sticky. Just not oppressive stickiness. And then this front is going to stall off to the south along the Delmarva region. It's going to return northward again over the weekend. Now, there was some timing discussions we had in the last couple videos here of what's going to happen with Saturday. Well, now it looks like the European model has caved to the GFS, where actually the parallel GFS became the regular GFS yesterday, and now we have both models agreeing that there's going to be a late in the day or evening threat for a shower or thunderstorm. The GFS is not impressed. The European model is playing catch-up right now. Still showing some scattered storms here moving in later in the day. We're going to allow for that later in the day on Saturday, but I do think most of the day is dry on Saturday during the daylight hours. Once you get to the evening, I'm going to start watching the radar a little bit just in case that front starts moving northward. But here's where that warm front is, and here's the area low pressure driving it. Warm front situated like this, moving off to the north, and that's going to set up over top of our area here on Sunday. So the better of the 2 days is going to be Saturday. Sunday does not look as good right now, and both models agree that there will be this warm front situated over top of the area. We'll have scattered showers and perhaps some thunderstorms to deal with, contend with here on Sunday for more times than not. So I don't think it's not a total washout, but I mean it's going to be one of those deals where you're going to be dodging showers and thunderstorms all day, and you're not going to see much of the sun. Probably going to be mostly cloudy here on Sunday, a little bit cool, not cooler, but it's going to be in the 80s as opposed to 90s here on Sunday. And then we get back up, warming up again here on Monday with partly cloudy skies to start. Late day scattered thunderstorms ahead of a very powerful cold front that's going to be moving through. This is going to set the stage for next week, for Tuesday through Thursday to be generally 80 to 85 as opposed to 90, 95 plus like we're dealing with right now. So we'll feel a lot cooler, lower humidity. And if you're looking forward to that, we're looking at Tuesday and Wednesday, maybe even Thursday of next week. Those look dry right now. Another cold front that's going to be a reinforcing shot that's going to come through later on Friday, it looks like, and gives us more scattered showers and thunderstorms ahead of it. But it does look like at least Tuesday and Wednesday, and perhaps even Thursday, we're looking at temperatures that are a little bit lower, 80 to 85 range across the region. So much more bearable and lower humidity. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martich. That is your outlook for July 20th, 2017. Have a great Thursday.